okay, here we go.
Yeah.
We're going to be mom and dad. We're having a baby.
I mean, they were optimistic when we went back. They told us, yeah, in less than 30 minutes, you're going to have your baby boy and you're going to be mom and dad. So,
And I remember saying, oh, now I get to pick out a cute 4th of July outfit because it's my favorite holiday and he's going to be here for it. And
yeah, I remember taking a Snapchat in my gown, my hat, and everything. And it was like, going to be dad here in 20 minutes. And just, yeah, sat out there while they got her prepped and ready to go. Obviously, when we went into the C-section, there was a lot of blood when they did it. And that was the first sign of, obviously some complications. And then when they pulled Journey out, he was very white. He wasn't crying. That was a scary moment. So, yeah, they
started resuscitating him, and probably our worst nightmare, just hearing them 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and constant. You're just waiting for that moment, just hear him cry.
When they kept doing it, I just was praying to hear him cry like that. It was the only thing going through my head is I wanted to just hear him cry.
We never got that.
Yeah.
Never got to hear his sweet voice.
But then, yeah, they got him. They said we got him back, and they were going to rush him to the NICU, and
Jeff kept talking to me while they tried to help Journey, and they finally got him intubated, and you got to go see him.
I mean, he was just your perfect little baby boy. I mean, it just has no words to what I was feeling at that time. I was just so happy. Obviously worried because of the situation. They had told us that, he had been down for, I believe, 12 minutes before they finally resuscitated him. So that was, I was worried as well as just beyond excited because it was the first time I got to meet our son.
It was bittersweet. He was literally perfect, but it was overwhelming because there was so many tubes, so many stickers and monitors on him.
The neonatal nurse, I believe, or neonatal doctor came in and she told us that it had progressed more than they had thought and a lot more rapidly than they were hoping. So that's when they asked us if we wanted to, obviously extend out, reach to Denver and Salt Lake City to see, because they didn't have the equipment necessary to treat what needed to be done for him. So
they were like, before he goes, we want you to hold him for the first time. So I held him for about 10 minutes, got to give him his first kiss. And our goal was that we all get to be together one more time before any decision was made. So you hopped on a plane with Journey. I stayed back and recovered and got on the earliest flight I could and joined Jeff and Journey. And then all of the hard decisions had to start being made. To this day, we say it was the best day and the worst day. We got to all hold Journey. Our family got to hold him. We got to hold him. We got to read to him, dance with him, kiss on him, love on him. Like, it was truly the best 4 hours we had. We could tell things were getting close to an end, and so our family stepped away and just let Jeff and I have our time, and Journey took his last few breaths in my arms, and then we said goodbye to our baby boy. Immediately, we had so much support. A GoFundMe was started, and we heard about the Ramsey Keller Memorial from probably about 10 different people. Corey actually got my number and reached out and messaged me on Facebook and started that process, and it honestly made the hardest day of our life easier because, you know, we had to start that conversation of burying our child, and we were overwhelmed and stuck in Salt Lake. And so as soon as we reached out to Ramsey Keller Memorial, we truly were guided to the best decisions and ways of how we could get Journey home and honor him and love him here in Montana, even though he was in Salt Lake.
I mean, it's just one thing that just is, it's taken off your plate in a situation you never planned for, so.
We were advised to do with Larkin Funeral Home in Salt Lake, and I was able to reach out to Corey and pass on that information, and she literally just took care of everything. The stress and fear of planning for all of that, and how are we going to afford this, and how do we get him from Salt Lake to Montana, and what is that going to look like cost-wise, and it was all covered and taken care of, and it truly made our grieving process easier because we knew he was safe, we knew he was loved and protected that whole time, and that was what mattered most to us. You never want to be in this situation, but when you are, it feels so good to know that there's other people who have lived it and have survived it and are here for you and totally understand what you're thinking and feeling, and you really don't know until you experience it. So to have that connection and that network, it's been huge for us.
Because we heard of the memorial, but obviously after everything happened, we dug deeper into it, and the run was the big one. When we looked at pictures and stuff, it was like that was the one that we were, I guess, excited to be a part of.
Looking forward
yeah,
to.
because we saw pictures of, you know, grandparents, the parents, aunts, uncles, all that, with their kids, their children's names on their shirts, stuff like that, and that was like almost like heartwarming to see. So it was like, I can't wait to make a Journey shirt, and we can all wear that and do the run next year with our family, and
We'll have a smile on our face,
Yeah.
and like be proud. We're mom and dad, and although we don't have any living children with us right now, like we're still his mom and dad, and that's special, and we want to honor him, and the Ramsey Keller Memorial helps us honor him and keep his name alive and keep his name out there, and that's why we're here tonight, sharing our story. Like, it's obviously fresh and hard, but Ramsey Keller did so much for us, and so this is our first way of giving back. Because I can never explain how we felt or what it did.